Hello everyone, it is time for my 2026 reset. First on my to-do list is to kind of set up my office area. So as you can see, it's a completely white backdrop. I am at my desk. So I do have like an actual setup now. My husband got me this desk for Christmas. And I just want to kind of make this room or this space feel like mine, because this is going to be where I'm doing all of my crafting and my editing and journaling, Bible study, scrapbooking, all of that stuff is going to be here. In order to get that set up, I have a few things that have been on my mind that I would like to do. One of the things that I'm very much looking forward to is creating a prayer board on this bulletin board. So I've seen so many good ideas on Pinterest, but I have these little envelopes that I think I'm just going to like pen or glue here. And one is going to be for like active prayer requests and one is going to be for answered prayer requests. And then I just want to add some like cute little scripture and motivation and stuff like that. And I'm going to have that hanging on the wall over here, just so I can be thinking about it every day. And I actually got 2 of these. It was a pack. So I think with the other one, I might do just like a regular vision board, but I'm not sure because I don't have a printer. I also would just like to organize this area and get like a calendar, because that's how I like to plan out my videos and stuff, is like with a monthly spread so I can kind of see everything. I really like to get 2 videos up a week. So Sundays and Wednesdays are the days that I most often post. So I like to kind of see the weekly view so I know what videos I need to be working on and stuff. And just throw it out there, I don't make any money off of YouTube right now. It is literally just a hobby of mine. If at some point I do get monetized and start, having this as a little side hustle, I would absolutely love that. But honestly, I'm just having a lot of fun creating videos and talking to people who comment on my videos and things like that. So I'm just going to keep doing it. Who knows where it's going to lead. But I would like to be more consistent with my uploads this year. I feel like I did pretty well during like the summer of last year and like kind of the first semester of school, where I was posting on Sundays and Wednesdays, but I would also like to do 2 short form content videos a week because that scares me for some reason. I don't know. And I've been posting more short form and easing into it, but I think just 2 a week would be like good for me. Speaking of all of that, let's go over my goals for 2026, or my New Year's resolutions, if you will. So one is, like I just said, 2 long form, 2 short form content a week. I would like to be drinking between 40 and 80 ounces of water, honestly 40 plus ounces, which I have a BrewMate bottle that I got for Christmas that I love, and it holds 40 ounces. So my goal is to finish one of those while I'm at work, and then refill it either before I leave or when I get home, and then just work on the other 40 ounces during the evening. I would like to be consistent with working out. I feel like I have not had a consistent routine for like a year. Honestly, more than that. Like for the past several years, I have not been consistent. There've been stretches of like a few months at a time where I kind of got on track and then I fell off again. So I would like for this year to be consistent with 4 workouts a week and 2 recovery days, and then 1 like actual rest day. And I think that this year it will be a little bit easier for me to stay on track because we now have a home gym, which I will show you guys later in the video. I would really like to figure out my style this year because I feel like I have a good idea of what my style is, but my wardrobe doesn't necessarily match my style. So I would like to be very intentional and go through my closet and throw out pieces that I never wear or just totally don't fit my vibe, and be very intentional with clothes that I buy to only buy clothes that are going to fit my body style and just like my personal style and like the vibe that I want to give off. This is again another goal that I had last year, which is to scrapbook monthly. I absolutely love my scrapbook that I did from last year. It's right here. And if you watched some of my vlogs, you know that I was working on this pretty much all year last year, and it was just a monthly scrapbook. So each page represents a month, and I can just look back on it and see kind of what I did each month. I would like to continue just getting better about taking pictures and documenting everything that I'm doing, because I feel like even looking through this, like for example, October and November are very busy months for us, and I didn't get any pictures. So I would just like to be more aware of documenting what I'm doing just for my own personal, like for the future and for my kids in the future, that they can look back and see kind of what their parents were like before they were born and stuff like that, because I love looking through old photo albums of like my family and stuff. So I would like to scrapbook monthly, because I feel like that is the easiest like time frame for me. Like I have a massive scrapbook that I'm working on that is a lot, because I've been putting off starting it for the past 5 years because I've been scared, but I'm finally starting it and it's going really well. I'm enjoying it, and I think I got all the way up to 2023. So I'm still working on 2024 and 2025, and then obviously this year I'll be continuing with 2026. So that big scrapbook I'm only going to worry about doing at the end of the year. Like that's going to be like my winter break activity, is making my scrapbook for the year. But I've got a new scrapbook for this year. So this is going to be my 2026 scrapbook. I don't love the design that I did on the front, so I might be changing that. I'm really excited about this one because it's just blank pages. If you notice, the other one had like a shiny film over it, and that's because it was self-adhesive, and I thought I would like that, but I actually really didn't. So I'm excited to have a little bit more creative freedom with this scrapbook. So I would really like to take pictures to fill it. Another big thing to tackle is my reading journal. I stopped updating my reading journal, I want to say in July. Let's see. Yep, July was the last spread that I did. And it was just very, very basic. So I do not think I am going to do the same type of journal this year, because last year I was super, super detailed. So like I had what days I read each book. Obviously this was in the summer, so I had nothing else to do. But I mean, they're so cute. Like all the cutesy little spreads I want to keep doing, but like this level of tracking, no, absolutely not. I loved doing this, and I did this for about a year. I want to say like summer of 24 to 25. I was very much on top of it, and I tracked how many pages I read every day, tracked how many books I read every month, and I just had so much data. And I really do love looking back at the data and seeing just like how I was reading and what I spent my time doing and stuff. But it just ended up being like something that I had to keep up with, and so it wasn't like fun anymore. So I don't want it to feel like a chore to update my reading journal. I think all I will do is like my yearly spreads, because I love doing those and I don't have to keep track of anything like throughout the year. So it's just like whenever I feel like it, I can come in and check. So that's what we're gonna do right now. The spreads that I'm gonna be updating are my A to Z reading challenge. I don't know if I actually read all of them. I'm only missing 4, and the last time I updated this was July, so maybe, who knows. Quotes page, I don't think I'll be updating that. Whew. Yeah, see this? I don't think so. I love this, but that's just a lot. It's breaking down all the books that I read by genre, page count, and rating. I mean, maybe. But then this keeps track of every day that I finished a book. Not necessary. Okay, book bingo, absolutely love. This one, I tried, okay? My idea was to print out little pictures for all the different colors, but I'm just not into that. Again, a daily reading tracker. I will not be doing this spread again because I just can't. I just can't. This is fun. I will be updating this and I'll probably do this again because it just shows how many books I read each month and it's like color coded and fun. And then I had my goals page, which I will be doing again, and the 10 books I want to read in 2025. I need to update. Actually, no, this is fully updated. I only read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I read 6 of 10, which is pretty good. I don't think I'm going to do this again. I mean, I liked it, but I think I'm just going to do more like quarterly books on my radar because some of these books, like I still do want to read these, but they're not as like high up on my urgency list as they were when I made this in 2025, January of 2025, like a whole year ago. So I'm going to update all of this and then we can make our my new spreads together. Okay, it's been a while, even though I'm in the same position, but I realized that there was not much to fill in from the 2025 yearly spreads. I was able to add 1 letter to my A to Z reading challenge, which means I got all except for 3, which is a lot closer than I did in 2024. These 2 pages I'm simply not going to finish, so admire what I did do. I could not check anything else off of my book bingo, meaning I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares that did not get used, and that is okay. I did complete it in 2024 and I had a lot of fun with it, but I was really pushing myself on this one, and I think I stretched a little too far into books that I would have had to hunt for, and that's just not what it's about. This page we already talked about I'm not finishing, but I did update this page. So it has all 67 books that I finished this year. And then, like I said, I did not read any more of the 10, but I did read at least 50 books. I read 2 classics. I did not read 2 nonfiction. I didn't read any nonfiction, actually. And I did not complete my physical TBR, which didn't have that many books on it, but I just wasn't in the mood for any of them. This year, I only have, I think, 3 spreads. So I was feeling kind of plaid. This is my 2026 like welcome page. You will notice that my effort went way down this year. It just did. All right, so here's my 2026 reading challenge. I think I put, how many? 72 boxes on here currently. I don't anticipate reading that many. Like I said, my goal is 60. I don't know if I said it or not. My goal is 60 books. I have another book bingo, but I did make the prompts a lot more easily attainable to where I think for the majority of these, I wouldn't have to like go out of my way to complete them. It's just like, oh yeah, I read this book and it happened to be under 300 pages or over 1,000 pages, a 1-word title, a 5-star, a 1-star, you know, stuff like that. So if you want to check it out. And then I wanted to talk about instead of doing 10 books I want to read in 2026, I'm breaking it into seasonal TBRs. So the beginning of this year, I'm calling the winter TBR, which is going to be for January, February, March. Even though that's not technically the way it works, that's just what we're gonna do. I didn't want to call it the first quarter. First quarter TBR, it sounds so clinical. So my winter TBR is literally just a list of books, and I put 9 on here because I figured if I did 9 each season, that would be, what is that, 36? It puts me about halfway to 60, so the rest of the books are like whatever I want. In the next 3 months, I would like to read Little Women, The House in the Cerulean Sea, Best Offer Wins, The Compound, The Names, Wild Dark Shore, The Nightingale, If It Makes You Happy, and In the Lives of Puppets. I'm pretty sure the only book that I do not currently have is The Compound. The rest I either own or can read on Kindle Unlimited. So very excited about that. And I think once I actually read it, I'll just go in and like finish coloring in the boxes. Very simple, you know, we're not trying to be as fancy as we were last year because that was last year me, this year me as other things that she's focusing on. And that's okay. That is growth. Hello, welcome to my garage. I thought I would take now to kind of show you guys the little setup I have. During Black Friday, my husband and I decided to get a Peloton. Now this is something that he's been wanting since like before I met him. I was not sold on it, which is part of the reason we waited so long to get it. Oof. So one, I didn't think that I was actually going to use it because I did not think I liked cycling. I had tried it at a gym a few times and it just was not for me. I did not like it. And also we've never had space for it because we've lived in apartments. So now that we have a house, we decided to give it a shot and oh my goodness, I'm in love. I thought that people who got a Peloton were just like hyping it up because they had one and you know, they were just kind of like wanting to flex on everyone who didn't have one. Like no, genuinely, this has changed the way that I work out in the best way possible. But as you can see, we have a nice little setup. I bought these like mats to go down. That way we can like do strength and stretching and we're not on the cold concrete. And then I just got a little weight rack. And then obviously over there is the Peloton. So I feel like I'm in tap shoes because I have my cycling shoes on. Basically what my workout schedule looks like as of right now is Monday, do like a high intensity cycling. Tuesday, strength training. Wednesday is mobility and stretching. Thursday is low impact cycle. Friday is body weight strength. Saturday is like a power walk / mobility and stretching. And then Sundays, rest, like a true rest day. Like I don't do anything active on Sundays. Let me tell you, I thought I knew what a power walk was. Apparently not. My ankles and my hips were so sore after that walk and like my shins. I got shin splints from walking. It was ridiculous. But anyway, this is the first time in years that I have been consistent with some sort of exercise routine. And granted, I've only been consistent with it, I wanna say for like 2 weeks so far. So we're obviously still very in the like honeymoon period, like, oh, we're starting a new routine and you're like really dedicated to it. But something about it, like I genuinely thought I wasn't gonna like having an at-home gym because I was like, oh, well, you know, if I'm at home, then I'm gonna start the workout and then be like, ugh, I don't wanna do this. I'm at home, I just wanna go inside. And I was afraid that I was gonna like quit. But honestly, the opposite is happening. I'm like, I'm already at home. I'm already at the gym basically. So I should just do something. So today, like I said, it's high intensity cycling. I'm going to die. My husband and I share this bike and I can't remember what my setting is on. Am I all the way up? I hate cycling. Oh, that sucked. Okay, time to stretch. You wanna know why I work out in oversized shirts? Now, okay, for one, I've always worked out in oversized shirts. I like it when you can't tell that I have shorts on because I don't know, I just feel like I lift heavier with big t-shirts on. But now, there's another reason that I wear ginormous t-shirts, specifically when I cycle, and it's because if I don't, it looks like I'm a baby with my diaper full. Can y'all see that? I'm wearing these like special padded cycle shorts, and they feel great when you're on the bike, but walking around, I literally feel like I'm wearing a maxi pad. It's a lot. So why am I self-conscious about it? I don't know. Change of topics. I just checked the mail. Go me, I never do that. I just checked the mail And I got a package from someone. I didn't recognize who it was from. I didn't order anything. And it was from our real estate agent, because we bought this house this year, and she sent us this adorable ornament. Hello, focus. Is it gonna focus? Hello? There we go. Are you kidding me? That's so cute. And she sent me their Christmas card. That's so sweet.
So one thing that I know about myself is I tend to put off starting tasks if I feel like I'm not going to do it perfectly or I need more time to prepare. So it is the middle of January and I still have an empty prayer board. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make my prayer board. Because here's the thing, even if I make it and I hate it, I can change it. Or if it's really that big of a deal, I can flip it over. I also have an entire other board. Like, I just get so caught up in, oh, but it has to be perfect. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Who's seeing it? Me. Who's using it? Me. I'm not that picky, okay? So I have Pinterest pulled up with some inspiration, and I do not have access to a printer, so I won't be printing anything off. Everything is going to be done by hand using my scrapbook paper and stuff like that. So I'm excited. Let's see, it is 8:15 p.m. Let's see how long this takes me. I'm not rushing it or anything, but I also have a problem with time. So I like to be intentional about checking how long certain things take me. That way in the future, I can estimate better, if that makes sense. So like, this is a craft. This is something I enjoy. This is fun. But sometimes I'm like, oh, but I don't have time to do that. Like if I do that, I won't have time for XYZ. This is not even gonna take me 45 minutes. I guarantee it. I'm gonna be done. I'm gonna be back downstairs before 9. So I don't really know why that is necessary information for you, but I sure did anyway. So my camera battery died while I was upstairs, so I had to come downstairs. But I finished my prayer board. This is like the first version of it, and it only took me 30 minutes to put all this together. So I have my envelope for my prayer requests, and it has Philippians 4:6 on it. And I have my envelope for answered prayers or just praises in general, and this has James 1:17 on it. And then I just put a few like quotes that really stuck out with me, and then some of my favorite Bible verses. So the quotes that I put on here are, you can have faith or control, not both, because that is something that I struggle with. Then I just put want God more, because I saw somewhere that it was like, make sure that whatever you want in life, that you want God more, like want God more than that. And my husband and I say, I love you more to each other. And that's kind of what we mean. When we say it, we don't mean like, oh, I love you more than you love me. We're saying, I love you more than everything else. And so that, if I love my husband that much, I should also love my father that much, you know? And then this one, if you're not hungry for Christ, you're probably too full of yourself. Hey, I'm just saying. I really like this. I am gonna hang it up. It is super small, so I am actually glad that I got 2, because I think I'm going to make the other one just more like scriptures and inspirational stuff, because I don't actually know how much of this you can read from a distance, but I had to write like pretty small. So I would like to make another one with like just bigger pictures and stuff and quotes. So absolutely love this. So excited to hang it up, and hopefully
It will motivate me to stay in the Word, stay on top of my Bible study, and just stay in communication with God. Hello. It's the next day. Time for another workout. Do I want to do this? Not one little bit. I am not feeling it today. But here we are, in the home gym. I'm so tired. Okay. We're just gonna get this done ASAP. Today's a strength training, so I'm gonna die.